Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do today. I really don't. Like, you know, part of me thinks that they're gonna ban something, but then it's like, I don't know if they can just get away with banning one thing or not. You know? Yep. So now we have to dig to one of our other three. Alright, we have 2 more commands in the deck. So we have to dig for that. So I'm going to play my fetch land so that I can play around the top card. Oh, well, if they compare it to Affinity, they have to ban a bunch of cards. Which is, I think that's what they have to do. If you're going to ban it, I think you have to ban, like, I think 5 lands per, yeah. If I was going to ban, like, I don't think that they should ban anything, but if I was going to ban it, I would ban Attune, Hub, and Rogue Refiner. And I hope they just stop designing cards like Rogue Refiner. I'm pretty dead, I think. Unless I can Faithless Looting. Well, I guess Faithless Looting gets around like the milling, so there's a looting. And I am going to be able to play and flash with that. So, like, oh, he just mills my looting? Yeah. Where? Alright, Bedlam Reveler is probably not bad. So Bedlam Reveler costs 1, 2, 3, 4 at this point. Lightning Bolts. That's not bad. We do have plenty of reach in our deck. So, like, now that we destroy their Witchbane Orb, so we can, this game definitely doesn't feel over. It's just because we have so many really good hits, and, like, hits that are hard for our opponent to interact with. Well, he can't interact with Faithless Looting, right, Grant? I mean, I don't know, like, because he can't interact with looting, which is good. Throw this off. He can pick this, yeah, but it's not like you, like, if somehow you, like, I feel like he's just stretched. I guess he's got Thopter Foundry, which probably means the game's over. He doesn't need to. But it's not like he can interact. You have less than a 0.5% chance, so you should move on. He can't win with the, what was I going to say? He can't interact with, like, Faithless Looting once it's on a stack, right? Like, he can't say, like, oh, there's your top card. I guess he can, like, mill in response to the Faithless Looting, but then he can't deal with any of the other 2 cards, right? Just for, like, future reference here. But yeah, I think for my own sanity, we'll get out of this game here. Because the Thopter Foundry is going to seal it regardless. Do all these decks play Thopter Foundry? Because that's cool at least. All right. Thopter Foundry's new. All right, so I want this. I'm like I could see these coming in, and I could see this coming in. I don't know how many cards I have to get rid of though. I'm gonna go with Blood Moon is not very good. There are 3 that I definitely want, I think. Like, these are slam dunks. Blood Moon doesn't seem great. We need to shut off Whir, I guess. Terminate and Dreadbore seem gross. And I'm not wildly impressed with Collective Brutality. So I could bring in 4 more cards. Probably Lilianas are fine. Nahiri's, like, not super exciting, I don't think, but it's probably okay. The Spellbomb hits. Spellbomb hits whatever it is. His graveyard. Just kind of stop Academy shenanigans, but, like, I don't think we can beat that kind of ability. Yeah. And then enchantments that are straight up, right? Yeah, we might be able to get out of some shenanigans with that. I think this is what I want to do. I kind of want to keep all my reach. Brutality hits for 2 points. You state facts, but I think that Molten Rain hits for 2 points and can kill in Academy runs. Like, each are marginal, I think. Like, I could see keeping the Brutalities just for curve reasons. Like, these cards seem to be basically the same, where they both hit for 2, and then one has a secondary mode that's okay. I do have a lot of 3s, but I guess this isn't really a 3. What is this? This is a 2 in this matchup. Destroy target artifact. That looks better. We're gonna go like this. It really does say. Yeah, I've definitely gone like. I definitely left my opponent with lands versus. Yeah, we'll keep this. I definitely left my opponent with lands versus bridges before. I just like whatever wiped their board for like 15 permanents. Okay, so I want to keep that. We're going to ditch this. And probably the Fork Bolt. Yeah, get rid of the Fork Bolt. Well, we're going to, like, most of our dead is dead against Leyline. This stream has been pretty commonly known to losing a Leyline. So that's something we just try not to worry about. Well, that's sweet. Do I just snap this lantern off right now? I kind of want to get the Young Pyromancer into play. Start getting myself a clock going. Especially if I land on top. Well, he's going to chuck this away. Do not snap that lantern off. You know, I like just kind of getting them. But I think cooler heads would have prevailed. Next turn we get to double discard our opponent, which is sweet. They have a Thoughtseize on top of their deck. I couldn't see what they drew. It is sometimes important to kill Shredder, but isn't it also, like, isn't the Lantern the one that kind of unlocks this? Like, that kind of gets their strategy going? It is better to kill Bridge, yes. You speak truth. They gotta take Wear Tear Command, I think. Unless they've got double Whir, but even if they got double Whir, then... Yeah, this is tough. You can take any card except Liliana, probably. In the Grixis Shadow decks, I'm not even sure if it's... I was just gonna name Liliana, probably. Right now in the Grixis Shadow decks, I'm not even sure that it's right to have Liliana in your deck. They've moved to like a much lower to the ground version. So they're drawing a Dark Slip Shore, but they can mill it away. Sword of the Meek. Okay. Take Sword. Then this other Thoughtseize is pretty dead. I wonder if I should just cast this to like make a 1/1. Yeah, I don't think that Liliana is even like necessary in Grixis right now because they've lowered their deck down. They've become like a much leaner, like 16, 17 lands playing 4 baubles. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure it's exactly what I want to do. Yeah. You can't, yeah, so it's like this Thoughtseize isn't going to do anything the rest of the game, so this Thoughtseize is going to like deal us 2 damage and make a 1/1. Trading 2 for 1. And then we're drawing a land, so I'm going to be able to Faithless Looting. Oh, they have a Whir on top. Of which they are going to be able to Whir for that good card that they play. I need to make sure to not do anything pre-combat, which is good anyways, but I have a stop set. They were... Nope, there we go. So I can't... Liliana doesn't do anything. Flashing back, so my opponent's drawing a botanical thing. I'm assuming that they're going to whir here at the end of the turn. I really don't want to, like, tap out for Faithless Looting and then not be able to whir. Because this is going to shuffle. And if they hit, like, a discard spell off of after they whir, I don't really want to get, like, caught with my pants down. But we're gonna be able to look at a lot of cards next turn. Do not play Lily. That's a discard. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm going to flashback Lingering Souls. And then hopefully my opponent doesn't go, like, bridge into, like, Welding Jar or bridge into Thoughtseize. And even if that happens, we get to see, I don't know, 4 more. We'd see our draw step and a lot more cards coming in the near future. This is my first match playing it. X equals 2. Oh, we're gonna have to get Sacred Foundry Sword of the Meat here. Well, this is interesting. So this is kind of like a short-term fix, right? Like they can eat these, and then we just don't attack with Young Pyromancer, and we wear tear the Sacred Foundry, and then one of these swords things is always gonna eat one of our whatever it is, one of our tokens. I think this deck's cool. I'm not really... Oh, that's gross. This game's gonna get difficult. Okay. So, sacrifice a non-token artifact, create a 1/1 blue Thopter, using 1 life. Yeah, this is my first matchup playing. I have been impressed playing against it, but it seems like it's fairly good against Death Shadow decks. Sacrifice a non-token artifact, create a 1/1 blue, so he can eat like 1, 2, 3, but then he just sacks the sword, and that's how this works. So the game is going to get harder. Might as well start like this. I'm just constantly impressed with this Lantern deck. Like it's just got so many angles of attack. That's gonna help. So how much does this guy cast? Cost 1. I have to discard my wear tear, which is a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So is my wear tear going to do it for me? Alternatively, I can just, so my opponent goes like sack, make 3 of these, gain 3 life to 16, block 3 of them, block this, this, and this, takes 4. Okay. Takes 4. They've got a 2, 3. And there's just like no really good way here. I think Lantern's interesting. I think Lantern's cooler than people give it credit for. I think it's good. Like the first the first 5 or 6 turns against Lantern, it's good gameplay. I think. After that, it does get kind of miserable. But then it's like that's because the game's over. It's no more miserable than like when I street race 3 times, Thoughtseize 4 times, and kill my opponent on 4, and they don't do anything. So I could 1, 2. They've got 2 mana. I can just shoot this, make another token, and Bedlam Reveler next turn. Yeah. we're in a tough spot. I think Lantern's fun for the first however many turns, first 3 or 4 turns of the game. Or not, when you're starting out, I think Lantern's fun. But I do not think it's fun afterwards. So I don't think we're sending in this Young Pyromancer. But we're basically just going to try to draw like burn and like burn, a lot of burn to finish this game. That's how we're going to win. Well, then, you know, you can just concede, Echo Papa, like, you know, you're dead. I'm surprised my opponent didn't just take a free block there. The leagues are paused. We're just playing in 2-mans right now. They didn't even tweet the leagues were going to be paused. Like, what a bunch of jerks. All right, so we're going to draw into another Reveler. We're going to have to discard Reveler, which kind of sucks. Yeah, we got to cast it. This card is scary. Oh, that was sad. So Kraken for 5. They block. Yeah, this is gonna get rough. Kraken for 7. That sounds like a personal problem. We might get, I don't know, I almost think that we might have a chance here. If we can slog through this. Because we're going to be able to make 5 more tokens next turn. We're going to make 7 tokens next turn. So, like, and we're going to get 2 prowess activations out of this. Like, we're going to be putting a lot of pressure on our opponent. My opponent, like, has to plague win their entire board every turn, basically, to block this. But I regenerate. I guess I probably don't regenerate quicker than they do. Like, they regenerate at a clip of 4 a turn. Yeah, this does look kind of gross. So they can, like, trade away, take 2, leave 1 of these left over. That's your decision, man. Grant, how was Hoogland's long stream yesterday? I saw you in the chat going nuts about his I think he was asking like for some apes in chat or something like that. Yeah, I mean we're gonna be able to look at a lot of cards, so another lantern. E for 2 would be nice. Was the stream good? He was there for a while. This is going to get white source. We draw land, which sucks. Always yield. Token it up. Nice thing is that he, like, at least this Pyromancer, this Bedlam Reveler is going to abyss him for the rest of the game, so it is going to slow down my opponent's, like, productivity. This guy had the Thopter Sword main deck. Like, I think we saw one last game. So my opponent ends this turn probably plus with the same amount of Thopters they had when they started. I don't think that they're going to just take the damage from this Bedlam Reveler. I think that's easily one of the ways that I lose the game. It's kind of nice we're drawing a dud, because it's just going to go away to our Faithless Looting next turn. Yeah. So you have 2. I guess they go +1 because this is a 2/3 and it eats one thing. So I guess back to what somebody asked me a while ago. I just want to close that up there. I'm not sure that Lilianas are right in the Death Shadow decks at all. I think that maybe the Grixis ones. I think that Splashing Lingering Souls out of those decks now has started happening. I think that's even good. So I think that's a good plan for everybody. So now my opponent's going to be able to make 3 more. We're going to draw 1,000,000 cards this turn. Flash this back. We're drawing a Lightning Bolt, which is sweet. Get some reach. We're definitely fighting a good fight. I don't know if it's going to matter or not. Definitely going to take this command. Oh, no, not going to take this command. Oh, he chose Marsh Flats. I didn't even read it. Didn't even read it. Paper turns anytime soon? I'd have to look. So I'm working on qualifying for the Invitational this year, and I know that I'm going to be hitting an IQ every month that is held at Victory Comics. And if it gets closer, then I'm going to probably... I don't know why I'm still playing this game. If it gets closer, then I'm probably going to start going to more IQs. I'd like to go to the Invitational again. That was probably one of my favorite tournaments that I've ever been to. Yeah, I think I'm about done with this. Like, it looks like that they're going to be able to just get me out of this. It's in Roanoke. They're all in Roanoke, I believe. So take 5, wrap their board. Looting next turn. I'm just going to do this now to do it. Then F6. So yeah, I do want to make that up, and I'm going to be playing in StarCityGames.com. Events. So I'm going to be playing in Worcester would be the dream. I think that would be fun. Just because like playing Bug Delver is awesome. Or Gold. So I can cast Fork Bolt on my opponent, and then attack, and then cast Faithless Looting. Just I guess I probably should cast Faithless Looting first, because I might hit something like a Reveler that's worth keeping instead of this Fork Bolt. I'll be going to SCG Baltimore in May, and the regionals in June. And then I'd like to see if I can make it to... I'd like to qualify back for the Invitational. I fell off that train last year. I did not have a very good Magic year last year. I top 8'd a regionals. Well, yeah, we're going to cast the Reveler for sure. I top 8'd the regionals in the start of the year, and then I just didn't do anything Magic related after that, which is a little frustrating. Imagine if we had discarded this Marsh Flats, how much better our games would be right now. So crack in. The second Reveler is actually pretty big. Because now my opponent theoretically is going to have to block 2 of these every turn. So yeah, that's my short-term Magic goals. I'd like to, I guess sort of part of my goals for this year, I would like to get better at Limited. I'm not a very good Limited player. I'd like to get back on the Invitational, and I would like to do better PTQs, I think. I'd like to win a PTQ, or at least learn a standard deck really well. Could have not been able to, yeah, we could have kept fourfold. Yeah. Has it? It's not been good. I kind of feared that. My opponent's just like slowly chewing through my team. But I'd like to, I don't know, like limited is probably the biggest hole in my game. No lot. Get rid of my command. So we're gonna start with looting. I want to ski later today. I was gonna stream it this morning actually, but that's not live until 1 o'clock. And by 1 o'clock, all like Kenji will be streaming it, and all the big guys will. So there's not any point. Triggers. So we're gonna ditch both of these. I'm basically turning into a storm deck. I think I got good at Magic when I like started playing. What do we got? 1, 2. So I can go here, here, Shatter, Shock, or I can hit them. They're just doing a Thoughtseize, so I don't really care about that. Might as well just Inquisition them, and then after combat, probably hit their Mill Rock. Because I don't want them to just sack the Mill Rock and get like a free Deuter out of it. I could hit this also. Well, I wanted to hit the command there, Archmage. We could rebuy Reveler. Yeah, the Reveler is probably actually the way out of this. Do we have a Reveler in the graveyard? I had to discard one. So that means I probably should wait until... I probably have to just draw a step, discard, return Reveler. That's the game plan. I lose out on a Prowess trigger, but like... I guess... No, opponent. This is the opponent's library here. They have an Inquisition. Okay. So then we'll just, like, Shatter Shock. Or Shatter Return. Okay. Alright, we have a plan. Right, this one's on their library. I should move this like this. Put this up there with our opponent. Put this here with me. So, like, Shatter Return Reveler when they go to Inquisition me. Yeah. I want to make him cast it. Because I can't, it's not like I can cast it. What am I drawing to? I think I'm drawing to EE. EE's the out. Here, like, we just get a big enough board, and then I just EE my opponent. They might shuffle this away. I don't know. They'll probably mill it away. Yeah, they target themselves. Alright, so now I don't think we want them to cast the Ancient Stirring. So let's go draw a step. Thoughtseize. Ancient Stirring gets them closer to what they're looking for. So does the Mill Rock. Yeah, I think it's just return, target creature from your hand, target player discards a card. Should be about 11 o'clock today, I think. So, we've got all kinds of interesting stuff going on today. Yeah. That's when they said that Moto was going to go down, if they were going to do something. I hope they don't ban anything, but I also hope that, like, they stop printing cards like Robo Fighter. Like, I really dislike green creatures that have card advantage attached to them. Like, Tireless Tracker was annoying. You know, I think it's just bad gameplay. And it just makes it so like you can't play a blue deck in standard. Oh, we're gonna draw a lightning bolt. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I was talking with somebody, and they're like, I don't know what I get more tired of. It's like, I don't know what they... Corsair Crewfix was an exciting form of card advantage. Tireless Tracker is just a direct attack. Yeah. And, like, Rogue Refiner is too. You know? Yeah, like, Rogue Refiner is a problem as well. Alright. We got a Molten Rain coming, so... I guess I can just Thoughtseize my opponent, because they can now activate this 5 times. Yeah, I should Thoughtseize to get a larger Bedlam Reveler. Well, what can I do now? I don't want a Faithless Looting, because I don't want to get rid of either of these cards. I want my 2 Lightning Bolts. Well, considering the top deck in the format is Teamer, I think you meant a control deck, not a blue deck. He was talking about Modern. It would have been nice to see a way to interact with it, for sure. I think we're just going to Thoughtseize to make these larger. And then I'm just going to attack with the Revelers. And the Pyromancer tokens. And then just try to, like, I guess bolt my opponent out, burn them out. I don't know. My opponent's, like, literally gaining life throughout all this interaction. So, again, I'm probably playing this game when I don't have to, but... I wonder when my opponent can start turning the corner. Yeah, like, Rogue Refiner is not... Rogue Refiner's stupid, I think. I think that, like, you're a card that's generally okay. Like, a 3-2 is relevant. Oh yeah, I'll have to play quicker. This is just a 2-man because the leagues are closed, so I'm not really worried about it. Like, regardless, I get back 5 play points. So, like, we're not in a super cause there. I logged on. They didn't say anything about the leagues. Yeah, there's no downtime if there's not a ban grant, according to Lee Sharp. There is downtime if there's a ban. It's just Elvish Visionary with a relevant body attached to it that, like, moves gameplay forward. Alright, well, there's our E that we are not going to be able to draw unless my opponent cracks their lantern. Yeah, it's just not... So they did crack their lantern, okay. So at least we know our outs in there. Yeah, it's just really not... It's just not great. The only thing Elvish Visionary has is a little fire. He could be. I mean, maybe they're playing around something from me. I'm not sure. They are going to be able to start turning the corner. If I have to aim these lightning bolts at like these, that's going to be annoying. Yeah. But usually I don't play 2-man, but today we were doing it. Alright. I think we're going to take this. 5. That's what we're drawing. Wow, okay, so let's think. So if I just play this for 0, or I can play this for 2, and well, then they just make 5 mana. So if I play this for 0, how does this work? How do I do this? I play this for 0. Then they're just gonna, like, we're gonna have to play like a cat and mouse game. which is annoying. Alternatively, I could just play this for 2, but I'm not going to be able to slog through all of my opponent's tokens. At least I don't think I am. So play for 2. Yeah, I think we're in trouble either way. Like, I don't think I can get around it. But we can give our opponent a chance to mess up here. So let's go like this. We get prowess triggers. I'm pretty sure if my opponent like doesn't, or if my opponent messes this up, we're gonna kill him. Coming in with the team. Because this is 12, these will be 6s, 18. Worst comes to worst, it's probably going to buy me another turn. Because my opponent blocks here. 24, maybe it won't buy it. Well, they're at a virtual, that's 6 less than they stay at. Alright, so I might as well fire these off now to get 2 more tokens. But then he kills me with, I kill my tokens. I basically get another turn out of this, I guess. But it's pretty much, should make 2 and pass priority. That's what he did. I mean, I'm pretty much dead regardless. I guess I could do it right now, but then my opponent can only make 3, and my Pyromancer stays alive, but I just lose all my tokens. Yeah, I sequenced this terribly. I should have, yeah, we're just not thinking this morning. I should have gone, popped it right there, then got it, should have popped it before I bolted, and then I could have made 2 more tokens. So these tokens more important than Young Pyromancer. And yeah, we'll go like this. Pass the priority here. We'll deal a bunch of damage. We get another turn. And then we'll see what my opponent does. We were dead 10 minutes ago. Probably. We just got to talking. Yeah. It would have been interesting to like play this game with like a full head on my shoulders, because like today I've just been talking. We've been talking about everything and have not been super on top of it. So should I get rid of these now? No. Yeah, I hope they either completely nuke the deck or don't touch it at all. That's how I would like to see things played. Completely, like, just absolutely gone, or, you know, gone, or just don't touch it all. Because, like, playing against Temur Energy is terrible. Marsh Flats is witness, yes, for sure. Like, playing against Temur Energy is fun. Like, the deck is good. The deck does what it does. And it's a positive gameplay experience. At least I think. Like, it's just a mid-range deck. Like, it's just good at everything. Bye-bye tokens. Alright, flashback this looting. We're fighting a good fight, for sure. They're going to have to block each one of these. If we cast on spells, which, you know, might be difficult. Alright, so we'll go like this. Attack with all 3 of these. They're going to block at least 2 of them. Then we get to play a Pyro. "43 viewers. I hope everyone's having a good morning. I wish we were able to play leagues, but the leagues are paused, which there was no tweet about. Come on, Lee Sharp. But I wonder if they've gone back up. I doubt it, but they're still closed. So now they make 3. That's all the mana they have. Alright, they're gonna make a bunch of them. I don't mind a Tune and Ether Hub. I think you have to get rid of a Tune and Ether Hub and Rogue Refiner. Like, just get rid of everything. I still have to win a game after we win this one, which is going to be wild. The opponent still has to block 2 of these. So, I guess theoretically, if they block 2, then I'm not dead. And then again, I don't really know what I'm drawing to. We're again just kind of like spinning our wheels. I guess they don't have to. They can block 1, then we're 2, they go for it. All right. Just block them all. Jesus. I think that's a tad aggressive. But again, we're not going very wide, so. Just pass. But it would be interesting. What kind of sucks is that I was sitting there like all weekend. I was trying to brew a couple things to play in Standard. And I was like, I want to play these bunch of cool mid-range decks around the Chupacabra. But like, I would just be doing myself a disservice not playing Rogue Refiner. You know, and no one wants to watch that. No one wants to sit there and watch Rogue Refiner like... No one wants to watch Energy anymore. Alright, so we'll flashback this looting. Do I have any more lootings? No, we'll just... Whatever. I mean, we're like super dead, but... I probably should just go to the next game. We'll play through this turn and then we'll look to move on. The first 4 or 5 turns are interesting. Talking with you guys has made it interesting. Am I gonna deck myself? That'd be sweet. Clicking, 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 clicking. So many clicks. Alright, we're good. Let's get back into another one. Alright, let's... So the leagues... What the heck? Oh, I lost my... Alright, go back over here. Get this back up. So, playing these some more. Probably play for a little while today. I've got... stream for probably at least until the... I guess the ban restricted announcement's not until like 1 o'clock. Right, when is it? 9 a.m. Pacific time. It's going to be interesting regardless. So how do you make the triggers yield to themselves, Johnny? I will keep my hand. This Wicked cast, this Blood Moon, it's about to get escalated out of the game. Did I miss anything this morning? Nope. Oh, we have like Gideon Tribal. Alright, so we'll get rid of this Gideon first. The other one's a big problem too, but at least we're going to be able to hopefully get to a place in the game where we can handle that big monster. That ally of Zendikar. So I kind of want to just Collective Brutality my opponent and discard this Lingering Souls and this Blood Moon just so that I can make sure to get like... But I guess Lingering Souls with just 2 of them on the board doesn't matter against Gideon. Big Gideon, they just sit there and stay even with it. So, right click on the trigger, and it'll be an option. I always yield those. I did that. Is that like what you're talking about? No. All right, we'll get ourselves a swamp. Come on. So now I might as well just escalate, put this in the graveyard and put this in the graveyard, just to put more cards in the graveyard. Well, I can just escalate all 3 modes to get 4 instants or sorceries in the graveyard. Oh, there's not a target. Alright, so we're just going to go like this. And we're going to ditch this Lingering Souls. Because now I want to get this, start to just try to work towards getting these Bedlam Revelers in play. Because this Gideon's coming down in 2 turns. If this Gideon's coming down in 2 turns, and I don't have any battle presence, then I'm dead. Oh, nice. We're going to get Rangered. Whenever our opponent casts Ranger videos, it's never good. Many of my pre-releases were pretty average worldwide, from what I can gather. Maybe low some kind of recent times. Yeah, I don't know. Sarah Ascendant. They didn't get Martyr. That seems weird. So do we want to flashback Lingering Souls, or do we want to discard one of these cards here? Probably discard the Sarah Ascendant, because that's just going to be hard to deal with. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then next turn, if we draw a land, we can Bedlam Reveler, which at least is going to get us going. And then hopefully our opponent doesn't draw a land for the rest of the game. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's hard to, like, it's always hard to ban things on rate, because, like, Souls Ascended Souls, so that's what they drew for the turn. And they have Soul Warden here, so they got Gideon in play, and that's it. That's, like, it's hard to ban things on rate, you know? Because, like, there's nothing about the Team or Energy deck that's inherently broken. You know, it's just a good deck. It does good things. Like, it's got removal, it's got creatures. It could be, you could say that it's like a set building problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we're still not really close. I could just cast Blood Moon, but that doesn't do anything. Or I could flashback Lingering Souls. The Halls at Rivals mattering. It might. If I cast this, I can at least Bedlam Reveler next turn, which I think is what we're gonna do. Like, it doesn't. I get that it doesn't do anything, but I'm gonna have to just draw and discard through some cards here in order to have a chance. Then have my opponent not draw land, which means they draw spells, which I probably can't beat anyways. There's a lot of bad stuff going on here. This thing's now they're actually gonna kill me. I need to go get my slippers. My feet are cold. I'll be right back. Yeah, now we're probably just, because now we no longer can beat lands or spells. Yeah, we're gonna pack it in. All right, let's begin sideboarding. Okay, so want this, want this, want this. Probably want everything in my deck that says kill something. 4 Collective Brutalities could be pretty aggressive. So I'm not wild about any more of these cards. Not wild about Liliana's. Probably just want to cut maybe. I mean, like, the Collective Brutalities aren't great, but at least they kill things. Like, these Inquisitions probably are not all that great. Like, I don't think discards. Like, I want to discard the Planeswalkers, but that's kind of it. He does play Emiria. Emiria is the land. Emiria is a land that does something cool, right? Oh. This should give me something close. Muriel. It's the Sky Ruin, right? Seven Planes Returns, dudes. I think if the game goes that long, we're probably dead anyways. And plus, like, I don't really know what else. Like every single card in my deck either Thoughtseizes, like it's either removal or Thoughtseizes. Like I don't think like playing Molten Rain against the mono white deck is what we want to do. Like we're just gonna submit it and go. I would like to play first. Well, we got Lightning Bolt, which is good for the home team. We're gonna keep this. Hand needs like I think this hand needs like a Faithless Looting to get going here. Show me the goods. Alright, Thalia, Sirius. Double Thalia, so I don't really want to take either one of those. But playing through it's going to be difficult. Crested Sunmare. Nice. Alright, we're not going to worry about that for a while. These Thalias are pretty annoying. I could just take my opponent's turn 1 play. But like I'm not, in all reality, my deck is like 4 million spells. I'm not going to be able to play around Thalias. Play through Thalias. So I'm just going to take 1 Thalia and look to kill the other Thalia on the way down. Sunmare is sweet. This was a standard deck, right? Show me a land. Alright, that's pretty good. So I guess we'll do this before we do anything. Because I can discard Revelers also. Okay, so that Thoughtseize deals with that dumb Thalia, which is nice. So I guess I'm going to ditch a Reveler. So they have the Sarah Ascendant's gone. So they have Crested Sunmare and Thalia. Kind of sucks because I could just get rid of command. Command puts 1, 2, 3 cards in the graveyard. Thoughtseize away this Thalia. I kind of want to keep this Terminate, but like I guess that's not super relevant at the moment. I could ditch command and Terminate to make it so I have 4, 5, I draw a land, I can Bedlam Reveler, but then I'm getting rid of all my cards. I'm getting rid of another Bedlam Reveler. So I should get rid of a Bedlam Reveler, and then I think I'm going to ditch a command. This gets probably... I'm going to need another land. Well, I guess I'll just get Blood Crypt. Take a Mollywhopping of damage. So they drew a Soul Warden. Okay. So this Terminate's gonna have to deal with this Sarah Ascendant. Okay, so they play another Field of Ruin, and they play Soul Warden. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I get away with playing Pyromancer? I probably can. Because Pyromancer is going to lock up the ground here once we stabilize, because it trades with all of his cards. Ooh, I might have to kill this now because of this. Didn't think about that. I mean, we do have enough removal spells in our deck to deal with this. So I drew Plains. Alright. So I know the last 2 cards. This has got to go this turn, probably. Oh, they just don't. They don't trade anything. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I looting next turn to a land, I can cast the Reveler. So I think I'm just going to Terminate and then look to untap and looting. Kind of hold down the ground with this. I thought this Crested Sunmare is going to be. So what does this do? Other horses, at the beginning of your end step, if you gain life this turn, create a 5/5 white horse creature. Is this a Gideon? Wow. Okay. I've got to kill this now, which was a part of the plan. This is going to gain 6 life, put them at 9. Yeah, I think we're pretty dead. I wanted to get rid of this, but maybe it's right to do it the other way. Because it would have been able to be a 6/6 if we missed. Okay, so now do I even want to cast this? Because if I cast this and we keep cards, we're just going to ditch them with Bedlam Reveler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't really want to loot through my deck. Because like even if I keep cards I want, they're just going to go away with the Reveler. So then we're going to have to flash these Lingering Souls back to deal with these. What other cards might be? Yeah, that could be an issue with this deck. Like, you know, I guess this is like a red Jund deck, you know? I'll trade this elemental for any of my opponent's tokens at this point. Just hope this Crested Sunmare doesn't land. If it does, game's over. And we're just in the same problem again where we can't beat lands or spells. So now I can command back the Reveler, make my opponent discard a card, and attack. I can just attack with these two, and then see what happens. What would my opponent... They probably drew like a Gideon, which is gross. Yeah, I think I'm going to attack with these two, and then see what happens. And then maybe look to like Inquisition, flashback, or command something back here. And if my opponent tries to go in on this Bedlam Reveler, then we just get them with the command. So if I go here, if I play this tap land and cast Lingering Souls and Inquisition my opponent, next turn I can command away a card. Because I don't know what this card is. It's got to be like a Gideon, like something they can't cast or they would have cast it. So let's just check this out, get a little information. And then at least we're going to make a bunch of tokens. Electricity in the sideboard. Yeah, it would be nice. It would have been great last game. It would have actually been great in both of our games here that we played. Yeah, so we were right about that at least. So we can't beat any of those cards. So we're just going to hope they don't cast them. Go like this. And then again, like this, I wasn't like I made mistakes here because I was not sure of myself. I should have like thought about it more, picked a line, and then gone to town. Like there, I probably should have commanded and discarded to get rid of the things that gains life. So if they actually land this Archangel too, they don't, you know, gain a trillion life. Like, should have just thought about that more. Because, like, now if they hit a land, all of their creatures become, like, 3/3s. This is like a Ranger. Oh, they're gonna field ruin me. Okay. Don't play basic planes. So drew in the Johnny's Bridemaid, gross. So yeah, I think now I've got to go command, shock, rebuy Reveler, cast Reveler. What does the Molten Rain do? Like, what problem does Molten Rain solve, though? Now, do I go shock discard? I guess I don't even play a land because I've got looting, so I think I just go shock discard. Get rid of one of these. Like, we're just getting slaughtered by the bottom half of Modern here, which will happen, you know? I probably am going to play out one more land so that if I draw something, I can do something with it. I don't really know how we win. Like, again, like, Engineer Explosives for 0 messes with us. I probably added the EE to this so they got rid of the Crescent Sun Mire. Not attacking with the Pride Mate. Not attacking with anything. Then pass. Yeah, the EE that I added that wasn't in the original deck list because I liked playing with EE yesterday. It's not good. But yeah, then here comes the Archangel. Which, yeah, we suffered through the last game. We're not going to play this one. Yeah, I don't understand either. What do we got here? Alright, so let's get in here with the play lobby. Let's get another match or two in. Take it easy, Nightcrasher. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. So we got 47 people hanging out here. I appreciate everybody for hanging out. If you guys like what you see, please hit the follow button. I guess we can look here. Back to this page. These are the people that sponsor me. The Gamer Craze is a great game store where I learn to play Magic. You guys should check them out. Their online store will be up soon. They buy and sell competitive prices in order to foster their environment. So you guys should look into that. If you guys need Magic Online singles, Card Hoarder is the best bot chain in the business. They got great for the community. Their team's great, and they have great podcasts. If you want to look at my previous videos, you can check me out on YouTube. And I love talking about Magic, which connects with me on Twitter. So yeah, I don't know. Like, so I started when I first looked at this. When I looked at the deck on paper, I was like, okay, so it's just the new Gen deck, you know, like. It's just the new version of Modern Gen. But, like, how does this deck ever beat a combo deck? You know, like, how does, like, this matchup must be a buy. Like the matchup where your removal is actually good has got to be the Stones. So I really want to, like, not play this Fork Bolt and hope to get 2 creatures out of it. But, like, this Lightning Bolt kills Mantis Rider, but so does Terminate. So I guess I'm just going to Lightning Bolt this, hope to pray to God and get 2 shots out of this. Well, no, I'm just going to Bolt. I'm going to Fork Bolt this, because, like, that's just way too greedy. Because, like, they're going to play, like, Thalia's Lieutenant if that's their 1-drop, or they're going to play, you know, even if they play, like, double whatever the 1/1 is, then it just grows. Yeah. Could have done it. Yeah, we're just gonna pass. When we get some more coffee, I'll be right back. So you want to know what my favorite form of green card advantage is? Like, a card that I really liked that was, like, great for the game, in my opinion. Thalia's Lieutenant. So we're just going to bolt that, which doesn't matter. Like, what was I going to say? It's great for the game. Like, Evolutionary Leap. Evolutionary Leap is how green card advantage should be. Like, okay, so play the... Nope, let's not tap both of our... Let's not tap our black source. Like, if you want to make card advantage in green, don't make it like Rogue Refiner or Tireless Tracker. Make it like Evolutionary. Alright, so we gotta get rid of this Mantis Rider. Hopefully my opponent... Reflector Mage is gonna be pretty annoying, but we probably will be able to deal with it. I'd love to be able to go like Mist, Inquisition, then Mantis Rider next turn, and then Terminate the next Mantis Rider and just like hold down the ground with this Young Pyromancer. Is that justifiable as a reason to play the deck? No, you can't. You need your deck needs to be like good against the field in order to play in Modern. So we're gonna put everything in our deck that says kill something. Ditch. We don't want these Thoughtseizes. I'm not wild about Collective Brutality in this matchup. This Nahiri is probably not very good. I'm gonna be on the draw. I'm gonna look to board in these. Well, I guess I can hide behind Lingering Souls of this Liliana. So, like, Blood Moon is supposedly good at humans, but, like, they can just get under this, and... Like, it is good against humans, but they can easily get under this, or they can have a Vial. And I have K-Command. I hate playing cards like Blood Moon against aggro decks, because they can just get under it, especially when you're on the draw, and it just doesn't matter. Like... I would much rather play a card that affects the board, even though I know that Blood Moon can be just lights out. Blood Moon's either going to like win me the game or do nothing, and I think on the draw it's going to do nothing a majority of the time. I might look to bring it back in on the play, but it's just like, I don't know. I really don't like cards that don't affect the board when playing Modern, when playing like sideboard cards in Modern, like especially when you're on the draw. Like my opponent easily could play like a Mantis Rider on 2, and this is, or play like go Mantis Rider or something, and then if this has to be my turn for 3 play, then I'm just dead. So that's my soapbox about Blood Moon. I hate Blood Moon in all fair matchups. In matchups where it's about like resource management, I absolutely hate Blood Moon. I think Blood Moon is a great, combo haymaker, if that's, what your life's about. See, that's pretty good. My opponent bowls also. But, like, I don't know. Evolutionary Leap was perfect. Evolutionary Leap, so we're going to just 4-gold this because there's no way that we can... Well, is there any way we can get 2 points of value? I guess my opponent goes, like, Noble Hierarch next turn. I've got 2 Fork Bolts, so we might as well use one of them. With the fact that we have another one back up, we can't kill a Mantis Rider with Fork Bolt. I would love to get some value with this, though. Yeah, Evolutionary Leap's the perfect sort of green card advantage. It is based upon you having creatures. It's not based on you drawing cards. It's not based on anything like that. It's all about drawing. It's all about having a board state and then using your cards to be useful. Okay, my opponent just concedes. I'm just going to check the leagues one more time, because I would like to play a league with this deck. I feel like a league is a better form of testing, or to get an opinion of a deck. Competitive, yeah, they're still closed. That sucks. Well, we'll jump back into it, play one more. I do like playing this deck, like, it creates some interesting gameplays. Like, playing with Faithless Looting, Bedlam Reveler is very cool, but I can actually mark this off on my list of modern decks. I'm actually going to run and check on my wife, too, so give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'll give my wife some coffee. I've been testing this deck too for the PT. Oh, well, good luck in the PT there, Led My. Alright, we'll keep this. We have a Faithless Looting, I think we're allowed to keep this hand. I know that I have fits when I play against this deck. So, okay, so like, this deck gives me fits when I'm playing against Self-Sec, when I play Death Shadow, and I feel like when I don't play Death Shadow, oh my god, we missed lands. Get rid of this and this. But then when I feel like I play against like random people that play this deck, I always feel like I lose game 1 when I play Death Shadow, and then I wins game 2 and 3. Noble. Land, okay. So I'm gonna play this land out. So I'm not even sure how good this deck is when it comes to that. This is gonna be a quick Reveler. Probably don't want to Thoughtseize, and I would assume that anything that we're gonna want to terminate, we're gonna be a little Lightning Bolt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're gonna be able to Bedlam Reveler and Lightning Bolt next turn. So yeah, let's get rid of this. Smoke this thing. Then we're gonna bolt our opponent's face and then play Reveler next turn. This is busted. This draw here. I just wonder how this deck is different. They must have just drawn that when they played the last turn. I just wonder why you would play this deck over Giant. I guess that's the only thing that I think that I question. There's a chance that I don't play this Bedlam Reveler, that I actually just flashback Lingering Souls, hold up a red mana to be able to shoot a Mantis Rider. Because whenever you play against combo decks, going Thoughtseize Tarmogoyf is much, much better than going Thoughtseize Young Pyromancer. And like if you want to play like a black-red mid-range deck, I just wonder, like, you must just, like, this deck must absolutely handle any Giant deck. Yeah, I'm just saying. Well, so do a lot of decks really have trouble with Lingering Souls? Yeah, I played against 2 humans decks right now. Bedlam Mage. My opponent could name Bedlam Reveler here. But I think I'm going to go with my line of play of flashback Lingering Souls, hold Lightning Bolt, because I don't really want to bolt my opponent's face. Yeah, and I just wonder if, like, Thoughtseize Tarmogoyf. Yeah, that's a good name for my opponent. Yeah, I think we're gonna just stay with the same thing. Flashback these Lingering Souls. Well, no. This Lightning Bolt is now targeting this. So I'm just gonna go Inquisition. Dark Confidant, Dark Confidant. I guess I should get rid of this Phantasmal Image. Or I could get rid of 1 Bob and then have an answer to another Bob. The problem is that if we just play this Phantasmal Image, my opponent probably plays it next turn, and if I bolt this in response, then they just name Bedlam Reveler. And if my opponent was on their game, the second Meddling Mage names Lightning Bolt, I think. But they've already seen Bolt. I guess I can just get rid of this 1 Bob because it's going to be difficult to deal with a Bob again anyways. I need to get the first one out of the way. Because if we get bobbed out of this game, that's how we lose, I think. So we're going to take a Bob. And then I'll look to bolt this the end of turn. Hopefully find an answer to this Bob between my draw step and or this Bedlam Reveler. And maybe what's the name? Maybe Self-Sec. Like, I can definitely see a world. Okay, so that's actually good for the home team. I can see a world where Self-Sec played this deck. Okay, that's way better than Bob. The Thalia's the Phantasmal Image next turn could be a little scary. Yeah, we're just gonna preserve our life total because They can't play land Meddling Mage. They can play land Bob. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna play it. Like, we're gonna play some fun interactive Magic. Yep, I can see that as well. I play against that guy all the time. So what do I want to do? Yeah, to hell with this Young Pyromancer. Now, I guess I just want to find... We'll do this first. Could be Pillow Pile combo. Yeah, we're just going to discard these. And then we're going to Bedlam Reveler our opponent again. This is where the deck does feel powerful. I mean, it does feel... When you draw multiple Faithless Lootings, the deck does feel very, very good. Alright. So let's go. Let's flash. I'm sure we have enough. Yeah. So let's flash this back. Attack with Bedlam Reveler. Play another Bedlam Reveler. Next thing you know, people are already calling you a genius deck invader. That's what I'm going to be. I'm excited to try. I should be able to squeeze that Pillow Pile deck in sometime soon because the set, like things on Moto, do get cheaper as you get closer to the set release, to a new set release, because people are going to be shipping in their modern cards to buy new standard cards, especially if they're bans. So we're going to sideboard again the same way. We're bringing in everything that kills something. And I'm going to try to bring my Lilianas back in on the play. I think that, like, yeah, Blood Moon was good there, but, like, again, I don't want to play Blood Moon on the draw against a deck like this, and then I don't like my Thoughtseizes. And then I'm going to try to sideboard in a way where I can get either two of these Lilianas or these Blood Moons in on the play. Well, Nahiri's probably egregious. I just love Liliana, and I hate playing Liliana in black. Like, I hate not playing Liliana in black mid-range decks, I guess. Nathan, I'm going to actually pull that deck up and see if it's getting cheaper, because modern staples always get cheaper towards the end of whenever a new set comes out. I'm actually going to see where we were at. It was like 500 tickets when I first checked it out. So, drive. Have a Google Docs going up. No, we'll keep this. Where this deck is nuts is if you actually play a matchup where Fork Bolt's a real card. If Fork Bolt is a real Magic card, then, like, just get out of town. So I can disrupt my opponent's curve, which is what I think I want to do. No matter what, I'm going to get the same amount of looks at a land, whether I Inquisition or Faithless Looting. And again, I just want to put a priority on affecting the board, or trading resources with my opponent. Untitled Dark, where is it? It's here somewhere. Untitled spreadsheet, right there. So I think I'm going to take Bob, because in a perfect world next turn, can my opponent cast Bob? They can't even cast Bob. They can't cast any of their spells. Oh my god. I still want to take Bob, because if they top deck a way to find Bob, that puts pressure on me to just kill the Bob now and not Faithless Looting into a land and run the risk of missing. So Bob is like the worst card that if things go really bad, then Bob's going to be really... Like, having that Bob in play is going to kill me. Which they did. We're geniuses. Because now they take the looting, which is sort of the same thing, but I guess it's 100% the same thing. But I could top deck another looting and still be comfortable casting the looting. Download. They take 4 bolt. Okay, so that's good for the home team. So they've got Horizon Canopy. So let's loot. Oh, we missed. Okay, get rid of this. And then I think I'm going to get rid of 1 lightning bolt. Well, it doesn't really matter. I could just get rid of... I kind of want to get rid of... We'll get rid of Collective Brutality. It's just kind of clunky.
Day 2.
Download. Pulling up this Pillow Pile deck again. Oh. That's not it. That's the old Charter Course Death Shadow deck that I played. Okay. 1 second, we're working on it. So copy. Let's go to Card Hoarder. Lightning Bolt, okay. So if we draw a land, we're in good shape. So they played this and this. Now I need to respond to a Vial activation. Because if it's Thalia, then all of a sudden I can't get rid of this thing. Clear. Just pulling up the Pillow Pile deck here. Give me 1 second. Alright, so again, we're responding because we're adults. Load deck. You know, it's still up there. It's about 500. That's probably because of nobles. Yeah, it's because of nobles. The ballistas are a bit expensive. EE is obviously looking expensive, and so is company. So it's still a bit expensive. Oh, Nathan, thank you very much for the resubscription there. Way to go, Nate. That's the Roan. We'll stop sucking and get more credit. Working on it, man. So here's Bob. So they did draw Bob. They have a Thalia's Lieutenant. This game's going to get out of control pretty quick. If I don't draw a land. 5 months in a row. Alright. Give me a land. So if I go land, I can go boom, boom. And then we're in good shape. If we don't draw a land, it's probably game over. Alright. So it's like now we can't lose. I guess I want to get rid of this now. Is there any reason to not do it now? I'm going to wait, because if my opponent flashes in a Mantis Rider, I want to kill that before combat. 45 viewers. I hope everyone's having a great morning on this Martin Luther King Day. My name's Dylan Hovey, and you wandered onto my stream here. If you guys like to see, please hit the follow button. And if you don't, then just being here is enough, and I appreciate all the support. We did have our first sub, which I actually have to. So I guess I gotta get up on people that I've missed here. Nick Costry, I missed. Wang Chung 4. Thank you very much for the follows. You guys are still in the chat. Alright, so again, we're still just gonna bolt this now. And then I can clear my opponent's board and then Bedlam Reveler, which is probably the line of play. They can't like Reflector Mage and save this, and then replay it to get another card back. Alright, we're going to do 2 damage to this just in case. Just so that we play around my opponent tossing a human in here. And then next turn, I'm gonna just try to empty my hand out here. I can only get 1 emoticon as an affiliate. So I've been actually thinking about, like, because I'm gonna be getting a dog, I wonder if I can get one with, like, Philly MTG, you know? bring this in. Is this a Mantis Rider? No, nothing. Yeah, until I get partnered, which will probably never happen. It's gonna be really difficult for me to get partnered because you need to average like 75 viewers. So like I need to like win a. You basically have to be a Magic personality in order to now that my opponent hasn't put a Mantis Rider, I'm gonna put this into play just to preserve my life total. Because I'm gonna be like tapping out, not killing a creature next turn. You have to be a Magic personality in order to. Oh wow, that sucks so bad. Just win a PT, dude. Goals. How close are we to BNR time? Getting pretty pumped about it. Okay. So can I win this game without my graveyard? And I don't really think that I can. So I'm just going to play this out. Time walk my opponent. Or at least time walk them from 2 drops. They could easily have like a Mantis Rider here, which would suck. But that was a pretty rough. Use the thing we just talked about. Yeah. Hey man, she's the entertainment. Yeah. So we definitely need our graveyard. We're definitely gonna crack this at the end of my opponent's turn. Time walk a 2-drop, if that's what they drew. Well, you need it for Faithless Looting and Lingering Souls, so I do think it's important. I'm going to assume they have a 2-drop in their hand, because they've been playing lands. They haven't been holding their lands or anything. So... here comes yeah. So this cracks me for 3. We pop this at the end of my opponent's turn. Now I just need to find an answer for this. I mean, the fact that this Rest in Peace has me on a double mulligan is... the card's done its job. It's not what I wanted to use for it. Okay, so I can go to 3, then lose to a top deck. Alternatively... I think I'm just going to play this Young Pyromancer. Like... this leaves me open to dying 6 ways to Sunday. Like if my opponent's got another Mantis Rider. I guess that's the only way that kills me, unless they go like Reflector Mage into Grow Their Dude. But if I have Young Pyromancer in play and then I Collective Brutality, I'm gonna get another token. And I can just kind of like maybe chump check my opponent and attack with this Pyromancer, and they'd probably eat it. They probably won't eat it. So okay. Well then that's what they'll eat. Wasn't a bad draw from the opponent. So I think I'm actually just going to escalate with 2 modes. -2/-2, gain and drain. Ditch one of these useless Revelers. Play this. And then if my opponent misses, we get to play Liliana. Just miss. Just miss. They could be missing. What do they could have? Oh, they're casting cards. They are casting magic cards. Kite Sail, Freebooter. That's going to kill us because we can't draw. I guess we can draw an answer to Mantis Rider and then go runner. Yeah. That Rest in Peace was big. People that... Well, this is that was one game, you know. Why are you so results oriented? All right, so do we do it on the play? Is this what our game plan is? Is this the game plan here on the play? I can see shaving one of these because these Veils are going to be better on the play, and then maybe ditching one more discard spell. I'm playing all these homeboys. Yeah, I mean, if Blood Moon's like, Blood Moon's got to be good. I wish that guy in chat was here. See what he thought about it. Like, really, I mean, Moon on 3 is probably going to be fairly game-breaking. Oh, that's a good stretch. Ugh. Yeah, we're going to go with it. I think I gotta ship this. If I had a Faithless Looting, I would keep it. But I don't. This hand's much better. Keep this. Collective Brutality. I don't think I want that. I want to put that on the bottom. And I'm definitely going to lead off with this looting. I'm looking just for removal spells. Like this second Pyromancer's redundant. Even the best cards need decent drivers. Yeah, you're right, dude. So I could just ditch both of these. And then have my line of play be like curve Pyromancer into Liliana. Which is the game plan. Just don't play a 1-drop. Play an Ether Vial. Alright. Pork Bolt's gas. So this gets us a swamp. So we can, if we do Draw Moon, then we got everything online. Kite Sail Freebooter would be a little annoying. Dahlia, yeah, Kite Sail Freebooter is kind of annoying. But at least we get, you know, if my opponent has a 1-drop, has a Noble Hierarch, they should definitely take my Fork Bolt. Because then they can effectively trade Liliana the Veil for Noble Hierarch, which is good for the home team. Okay, so I'm gonna, I guess, I bet they, well, they don't have anything that can pop this, so let's, and then I'm going to attack. The only thing they could, if they want to trade a Champion of the Paris for this Young Pyromancer, I think I'm alright with it. Because if they just keep trading, then it's going to make Liliana better. Like, Liliana's not going to be good if they establish their board state. Play that. What do you got here? You got a champion? No, it's a noble. Yeah, and that was a complete mistake by my opponent. My opponent should have taken Fork Bolt, and then when I go to play Liliana and Edict them, they should have just put this in and then traded Liliana, then attacked it, trading Liliana for Noble Hierarch. Yeah, so that was a poor play from my opponent. It was sad. Alright, we'll take a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is only, our Bedlam Reveler costs 4 at the moment. Unless they need, I still think it's a bad trade. Like, you're going to draw it eventually. Just don't sack your canopies. This also slightly works. But now we get to, like, effectively brainstorm the card away. So let's go like this. We're not going to attack with our Young Pyromancer because that easily could be like a Thalia's Lieutenant. So ditch this, ditch this. Dreadbore something next turn. 1. Yeah, we're way far off in these Revelers, but I think I'm going to go... Alternatively, I can Dreadbore, then cast the Liliana and do something with it. Because neither of these Revelers are doing anything. One, because it's only going to have one source. So maybe I just ditch both the Revelers, and because I'm not going to be able to cast them. And then rely on this Young Pyromancer. Because if we draw a land next turn, I can go Liliana and Dreadbore something. Dreadbore this and Liliana. Yeah, so what do we got here? Bob. Oh. Gross. keep like looking on Twitter here, hoping that they be in art early. But I guess it's only like 6:30 over on the West Coast, so there's just no way. Nope, nothing yet. Yeah, this Bob. So what did they flip off Bob? They flipped a Phantasmal Image. I'm gonna take this. Then I have to Dreadbore the Bob, basically. So they can image it when it comes into play. So like I'm in trouble either way. This image is just like Bob next number or the next Bob copy. Get a tapped shock. Alright, that's not bad. So just go here. Red, black. Get a Pyromancer. This gets vialed. I assume. We're getting Phantasmal Image on Dark Confidant. Yeah. Now, am I ditching this Liliana just to like gain life? I need to draw another removal spell for this card to be good, so I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna keep it because like I do need my I'm on a mulligan. I do need my resources to trade somehow. I can't just be throwing cards away for life points, I think. Yeah. Alright, and then am I attacking? No, I'm going to threaten to just trade, like, to eat this Meddling Mage. Is it dismembered? Oh, gross. Yep. Is it Staticaster? Man, we had a board presence. If this doesn't work out, if this league doesn't work out, we're going to see if we got other leagues that are going here. Oh, we're in trouble. So I need like Lightning Bolt, and then even Liliana doesn't really do anything because like they just sack Noble Hierarch and they just smoke it. But at least it saves me a turn. Gross. Meddling Mage. This human deck, you know, it's good. It's good. Like. This is just an issue that I have with these decks here. It's the same, like it falls in the same category as Jun. Like you have wrong half of your deck problems. Like we just drew a lot of like threats and not a lot of removal this game. So we drew kind of the wrong half of the deck. But like what this deck, sometimes whenever you play Jun, you get bailed out a little bit with that because you just cast Thoughtseize into Tarmogoyf. And Tarmogoyf sometimes just gets you out of problems. Or Ping Boy, or Pingy Boy. Apparently the Pingy Boy wins here. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we have leagues up. I highly doubt it. But, we might. It's still closed. Alright, I think... Let's see what else we have. Oh, I have to add one of these. Most of the time, whenever I get a new subscriber, I tend to always open a treasure chest. But Nathan, whenever Nathan subscribes, he wants to see one treasure chest get sold because he wants the guaranteed value. So let's sell this, and then we'll see if we want to do anything next. maybe play a different deck. I'm kind of over the Mardu Pyromancer deck. It just feels like a Jund deck again. And if like I was gonna play Jund, I would play Tarmogoyf instead of Young Pyromancer. Oh, Moto's losing their mind. Look at this. See, Moto. Let's just close the program here. I'll go like this. Bring this back up. While we restart Moto. Just play mono white D&T. I can put that on the list. The last deck that I want to play before I want to brew some standards. So I only have one more list, one more modern deck on my playlist, and it's the black-green rock deck that has been, honestly, it's been putting up the most results out of any black-green archetype. The one with Field of Ruin and such. I was going to play Titan Shift, but that just seems like super boring. There's no need to do that because, like, there's not, I mean, there's obviously when you play any deck, there's legitimate decisions, but that one is not as much fun to watch. There's less of a thought process, in my opinion. Still a good deck, but it's not where you want to be. I guess we'll plug the sponsors here. If you guys are in upstate New York, you should go to check out Gamer Craze. They're a great store. They have a lot of video games, paintball. They sell magic singles at competitive prices in order to foster their like college environment. Card Hoarder is the best bot chain in the business. You should check them out. They have a great team, great podcast. They deserve the support. If you want to see the archetypes, my replays, you can check out my YouTube video. I've got over, I think, 100 hours of content on there, so you check it out. Especially a lot of Death Shadow decks, but I've been branching out recently. And if you want to talk Magic with me, just connect with me on Twitter. That's the best way to get your deck featured here. You know, I've had some people go back and forth with me. I played a Bug Shadow deck that somebody was talking to me about earlier. And if you want to see your deck list up here, as long as it's within my credit limit, I'll play it if you just donate the league. I'm also going to be playing some Standard in the coming future. So let's move back to the stream. So we're back. You know what we could do here? We could play a couple unique matchups. So hang on. I could play like Death Shadow against Splinter Twin or something like that. So let me see what they want to do here. Because this stream has been pretty weird. So let me just make sure that it's ready. We might play like a Death Shadow set against the new Splinter Twin deck. So hang on, let me just put up, if he wants to play, I'll probably play this. This is what I just, played for fun yesterday. I do not know if it's any good, but let me see if my buddy gets back to me, and if not, we'll probably put a close down on the stream. Black and Rock is pretty much the same philosophy as Blue-White. Yeah, I mean, it's a land destruction deck. I think it's pretty good. We'll give Johnny another 2 minutes or so. While I'm doing that, I'll at least get the the deck ready. So if he wants to do it. We'll at least be ready for it. What am I on here? We're up there, so Island. I was pretty impressed with this deck yesterday. I did really like the Lingering Souls of the Graveyard. There's a good chance that the We have 3 Tarns and a Steam Vents. There's definitely a good chance that the charter courses are nonsense, but it was at least something that I enjoyed playing. So I guess I might as well stop my recording.